What's up, YouTube? How's your day going? Are you having a great day? I hope so. So this is going to be my video on Kaplan's GRE test prep. I am currently preparing to apply to graduate school next fall. Well, I guess this fall 2017. So part of that is me taking the GRE over. I felt like, when I was applying to school, when I was at Hampton, I said, like a bunch, sorry. When I was applying to schools during my time at Hampton, I felt like I could have done better on the GRE if I took more time to study and put more effort into my applications, because during the time I was applying to schools at Hampton, there was a lot going on. It's kind of hard to explain without going into all the details, but yeah, there was a lot going on, and so I felt like I didn't necessarily put my best application foot forward. So fast forward to now, I'm reapplying to not necessarily all the same programs, but I'm applying to maybe about 12 PhD programs, 6 master's programs. That's the goal right now. And so I feel like taking the GRE over is going to, really help me improve my scores, make sure that there's not a big discrepancy between my GPA and my GRE scores. And yeah, so basically I paid for a Kaplan class, I want to say like last July, and I was supposed to do a in-person class because I prefer to learn in person, whatever. So then that class got canceled, so then they rescheduled it for March. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait to take it in March. That class got canceled, so both of my 2 in-person classes got canceled. So now I'm doing a live online class. I'm a little nervous about it because I don't really like learning online. Like, I prefer to be in front of a teacher and take notes, and so that's normally what works well for me. But I'm hopeful that because this is live online, it'll be better than just me watching videos all the time. So yeah. So when you sign up for the class, they give you some materials, if you can see here. So these are all the books. I guess if I turn them around, these are the books they give you. So there's the GRE math workbook, the GRE Premier course book, which has extra practice tests in it, and the GRE verbal book, and then they give you a pocket reference. So in this, it has math notes, if you want to remember, I guess, the concepts that you've already learned in the math foundations, or learn words for the verbal section. That's essentially that. So this is a little paper explaining all that. So the verbal, it comes with 200 test questions. I personally haven't gone through these books yet. So because I have access to online resources. So what I started with was the math section, because that's the section I felt that, I could probably do okay in. Math is one of my favorite subjects. So yeah. So this is the Premier book. It has vocabulary building strategies, reading comprehension, and it also has mobile test stuff. So it's just, these books are really big. So I was really oh, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And then this is a math workbook. It has 750 math practice exercises to drill math fundamentals. So speaking of math fundamentals, on the online access thing, they have online courses that you can go through at your own pace. So I've already done the math fundamentals, and let me tell you, that has made all the difference. I feel so much better after doing that, and I feel like it might just be a confidence thing. It really makes me feel more confident that I know what I'm doing, and I know these concepts, and they really break it down very, very slowly. Make it simplistic so that you can understand it, I can understand it, anybody in the world can understand it, and not feel dumb about it. So the GRE, the class, they said that they go through the workbook, and so online. So my video got interrupted because somebody FaceTimed me. I don't even remember what I was talking about. But I'm going to show you like how I normally set up the table. I normally work at the kitchen table just because it has a lot of space. And I like to have space to write, to read, to have my computer up, to have my water, stuff like that. So I'll show you guys that in like right after this. So here we are at the kitchen table. My live online math course starts today. So that's why I have the math book here. And then I have my trusty dusty hydrate water bottle. This water bottle is amazing. It lights up when it's time to drink water. I'll probably insert a clip so that you guys can see it flashing. But it is like the most amazing water bottle I've ever had. This isn't sponsored. I bought this with my own money, but I absolutely love it. So it flashes when it's time for you to drink more water. It tracks your water via Bluetooth and an app on your phone. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They come in a bunch of different colors. So I have purple. My mother has a white one. They have black, blue, green. And I want to say they have pink or something like that. But, you know, I'm not a real big pink person. So, yes, if you can get you one of these water bottles, or if you're trying to increase your water intake like I am, this water bottle is a lifesaver. So then we have my phone cord, Ethernet. This is our computer. So this is what the Kaplan thing kind of looks like when you log in. I've already gone through these lessons, and I've also I went through one, like an example quantitative class one, which is basically the math section. I went through an example one just so I could know what to expect. So today is quantitative, so it's March 14th. Starts at 1, so it's about 12:24 now. So it'll start in a little bit. And so this is my laptop. Woo woo. And so then I have my pencils, my trusty dusty to-do list, and my notebook. So I have a bunch of different notes in the notebook, but this is all from the Math Foundations stuff. So I like to take notes when I'm learning. So essentially, like, they go through the lesson, and then you have practice stuff that you can check yourself, and then they actually go through some of the examples, and then they give you a test question using the lesson that you've learned. And I really loved well, this is like some scratch work, but I really loved the Math Foundations section. It really helped a lot. And so yeah. So once my class is over, I'll come back, talk about first impressions of that. But overall, my experience with Kaplan has been really good. I mean, besides my 2 classes getting canceled, which, I mean, isn't their fault, it's the teacher's fault. But it has been really well. Like, I'm so glad I got it. And if you can afford to take a Kaplan class, take it. Like, I mean, I guess I can't say that yet because I haven't taken the test over it yet, but I just feel like my confidence level in the test is so, like, it's so much better. Like, I feel 1,000 times better already. And yeah, so if you can take it, or even if you can just get a Kaplan book and you're like good at studying on your own. I'm not, because I've had books for years trying to study for the GRE, and who studied? Not Tanisha. So I needed something like this to make sure that I'm actually studying, because I paid for it. It's expensive, okay? So I paid about $1,000 for this Kaplan class. And so if you can afford it, take it. I think it's worth it. You know, I just feel like this is an investment in my future, and I need it. So, I mean, I'm going to have to take the class, like, regardless. Like, it is what it is. So, yeah. So, also, I wanted to talk about the Kaplan Online. Like, that's a lot cheaper. It's like, if you want to do a Kaplan Online but don't necessarily have $1,000, they have, like, I want to say, like, a $500 course thing where you get all the practice online thing, which is basically the same thing as taking the live online course, but it's more like self-paced. And I would suggest that because it also gives you like a your practice. So once you take the diagnostic test, which is like a GRE, it's basically a GRE test.
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Oh my gosh, my mom has a Amazon Echo thing, and it just started talking. Oh, I just was so scared. Like, my heart just dropped. I was like, what the heck is that noise? But anyways, so once you take the diagnostic exam, the sample GRE test, it gives you scores, and so then that's like your baseline, and it also customizes practice. So like if it'll tell you what you need more practice in. So like for me, I need more practice on quantitative comparisons, hard questions, and I mean, yeah. So basically that's it. And also like it does quantitative and verbal. So like your reading stuff, like text completion, stuff like that, it'll go through and tell you what you need to work on. And it has like, so when you click on it, it'll have like a lesson specific to that problem. So that's pretty cool, right? Right. So after the class is over, I will come back on here and tell you how I feel about it, how I think it's gonna go, and yeah, peace. So hey, I'm back. I sound like drained because the class is like 2 hours and 30 minutes. So the class went really well. I'm still a little disappointed. Sorry about the camera. I don't know what my hand was doing. I'm still a little disappointed that my class is not in person, but the online version is good. Yeah, they have like 2 teachers. There's like one on screen and then one off screen that answers any questions you have, like personal questions. So that was good because I have a lot of, like, I ask a lot of questions in general. And so I don't like always asking, ooh, excuse me. I don't always like asking questions in the public chat. I don't really like talking in it at all because there's people in it and I just feel like, I mean, these people know what they're doing. I don't know why they're in the Kaplan class because they answering all the questions correctly. That's not Tanisha. I need to work hard. And so this class is just like really eye-opening to me because it just showed me how much harder I'm going to have to work. So I'm planning on doing 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours a day, every day. Well, every day, maybe not Saturday and Sunday. But I feel like because they said you need 120 hours, like the high score, people who score high study for about 120 hours over a 2-month period, I think they said. So that was like averaging about 2 hours every day. But if I do 3 hours every weekday, then I won't have to study on the weekends, which works well for me because I don't like studying on Saturday and Sunday. So yes, the class is good. I'm really glad that I have the opportunity to take it. And yeah, so if you can get the Kaplan course, get it. I don't know how much my scores are going to improve, but I am like 1,000% dedicated to this right now because like I need to get in grad school. So I'm taking this class and yeah, it is what it is. I really liked it, but it's just long. Like 2 hours is a long time to listen to somebody lecture. 2 hours and 30 minutes is a long time to listen to somebody lecture. And then you get a 5-minute break. That's not enough time. My mind starts to wander like after about, like when it was like 2:20, I was like ready to be done. So, yeah, so definitely thank you for checking out my YouTube video about Kaplan. I will be doing an update, so maybe like after my quant sessions are over, I will do like an update about that because there's a week break in between my quant sessions and then my verbal sessions, and so we'll do that. So peace, love, and chicken grease. Is that what people say? Do people say that anymore? I don't know. But yeah, have a great rest of your Tuesday. I forgot what day it was. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. And yes, see you later.